The music world has lost yet another beloved artist, Yuliana Perea, who tragically passed away after undergoing liposuction surgery. Was this an unfortunate accident, or could it have been the result of medical misconduct? Yuliana's childhood and history. Yuliana Perea was born in Pucallpa, a city in the Ucayali region of eastern Peru. Yuliana by nature was born with a passion for singing, since she was little then given an approach from the background of her family who loved to sing. It was in her culturally rich hometown that established the perfect setting for a young talent on the rise. Yuliana was known for her vibrant personality and love for performing. She would always contest on the school talent shows as well as local music competitions, where she exposed much of her true talents. These early performances laid the foundation for what would become a remarkable career. In addition to her career, Perea received a degree in obstetrics and had 2 children. Yuliana Perea was a gifted Peruvian singer known for her energetic performances and heartfelt interactions with fans. She was a beloved figure in Peru's music scene, captivating audiences with her powerful voice and magnetic stage presence. How did Yuliana Perea pass away? Yuliana Perea's tragic death sent shockwaves through the music world and Peru as a whole. The vibrant singer, known for her powerful vocals and irresistible stage presence, was gone too soon, leaving behind a void that could never be filled. According to reports, complications arose during a procedure, leading to her untimely death. Perea had submitted to surgery at the Santa Anita Clinic in the city of Iquitos, and following her discharge, suffered a heart attack, according to the local media. It was a disaster when Perea experienced a heart attack while under anesthesia. It is for this reason that she was transferred to the Iquitos Support Hospital, where she eventually died despite medical intervention. Nonetheless, her death is now being looked into, and Dr. John Casado del Castillo, who handled the plastic surgery, has been taken into custody as a precautionary measure. The clinic did not give any reason, just offered their condolences. It is with a heavy heart and deep shock that we send our sincerest condolences to the family of midwife Yuliana Perea Torres, who passed away. We also extend this condolence to her family, friends, and co-workers, and share in their agony of irreplaceable loss. Perea had 2 children aged 19 and 8 respectively. For the social media and the Peruvian music community, it was a huge blow, as she was just 38 years old according to her relatives, who said she was healthy when she died. What really happened? An autopsy later revealed that Yuliana died from acute bilateral pulmonary edema, a condition that can result from various complications during surgery. Medical professional. Thus, it is important for everyone to understand that liposuction is no exception to any other surgical procedure, as it has dangerous risks. Some of the possible side effects include bacterial or viral infection, pulmonary embolism, and limited fatalities. It is important for the people to comprehend such risks and follow the point that only experienced surgeons should perform these operations. Some of the risks of the procedure may include failure to heal the wound, rippling, loose skin, worsening of cellulite, swelling, and thermal burn or heat injury from ultrasound. This is why we recommend patients to seek the services of qualified doctors who are in a position to manage these risks. Yuliana's death is an important lesson to those people who are planning to undergo cosmetic surgery procedures. She was later on buried, but her death has opened a lot of debate on whether or not doctors were negligent in their practice of performing such procedures. On August 22nd, Yuliana Perea was reported dead. This left the medical practice guilty and ashamed. What was once a reputed Peruvian singer was brought down by the same hands of care that she expected in the fatal liposuction medical team that treated her. As the local media reported, referring to the relatives of the obstetrician, she decided to have liposuction in the clinic of Santa Anita, which is situated in Iquitos, the capital of the Loreto region. Comorbidities which caused septicemia and cardiac arrest were observed throughout the surgery. Perea's family claims these complicating factors arose from medical malpractice of Dr. John Casado del Castillo, the surgeon on duty. Little is known about her since, being an informal social media, she didn't have official media, except YouTube, in which she once displayed her subscribers. Nonetheless, she was a singer adored by her fellows and by people who attended her concert. On 25 August, Yuliana Perea was laid to rest in the General San Miguel Arcangel Cemetery in the Peruvian city of Iquitos, according to reports in the Peruvian newspaper La República. However, what the public did not realize was that this was not the first time such a thing had occurred. The medical team that treated Yuliana was rather notorious for their negligence and reckless actions, but they remained on the loose, becoming richer at the same time as their patients remained poor and suffering. Perea is not only the first to die after an apparently deadly liposuction technique. A Venezuelan mother died in March of respiratory complications after receiving a laser fat reduction surgery at a mall. Because this is a widely used but lacking standardized technical procedure, it becomes important to analyze incidents of associated complications in order to understand the risks involved better and make it safer. Lately, the mortality rate caused by cosmetic surgery has increased significantly. In South America, 2 more females died in May after undergoing liposuction procedures in different places. Felician Alves Macho Brito, aged 38, experienced cardiorespiratory arrest approximately 12 hours after the surgery at Mineiro Obesity Institute Hospital, located in Belo Horizonte, Brazil. For instance, when comparing the employment between United States citizens in the Dominican and the mean of deaths each year, it has risen from 4. Ranged from 1 to 13 over the period 2009 to 2018. Meaning that when it comes to this component, the disadvantages seem to outweigh the advantages more often than less. But the rate slightly rose to 17 in 2020, while the count was 0 for the period of 2019 to 2022. The published work by participants, including data from 29 patients during 2019 to 2020, indicated the risk factors to be fat or venous thromboembolism associated with elevated BMI, or multiple procedures in a surgery or extensive surgery. Yuliana's family's comments on the accident. They called my husband to tell them that our little girl died. He had no knowledge, nobody knew. Not even his daughters knew. I was always afraid. I heard that these things go wrong. The doctor is John Casado. Justice is the only thing I ask for. Yuliana's family has blamed the doctors for poor conduct. This has now been termed as criminal negligence. They sent a message to the press as their representatives claiming that the medical team did not apply the adequate care or expertise that should have been used for such an operation. Despite these accusations, the exact details of what happened during Yuliana's surgery remain unclear. The family's private and secretive stance, combined with the doctors dodging questions, has made it challenging for authorities to conduct a thorough investigation. Thus, to answer the question, how do people display the mourning of Yuliana? I have described friends, fans, and Yuliana's family who have come together to honor her memory and joyously remember her life. Many people can attest to the fact that her music and talent will never be forgotten. The College of Obstetricians of Peru mourned her death in a statement on its official Facebook page. We mourn the death of our member of the obstetric order, Yuliana Perea Torres. The national rector of the Colegio de Obstetras del Peru, obstetrician Mimi Lily Rojas Silva, and the board of directors expressed their most sincere condolences to her family, friends, and co-workers. Rest in peace, dear Yuliana, the Post read. Yuliana's life and career were profoundly influenced by the rich cultural heritage of Peru. She blended traditional sounds with contemporary styles, creating a unique and captivating musical experience. Yuliana Perea's life was marked by her passion for music, the unwavering support of her family, and her determination to succeed. Her legacy is forever associated by the dark shadow of medical malpractice. Her music, once a source of joy and inspiration, now serves as a sorrowful reminder of the dangers lurking beneath the surface of the beauty industry. Thus, the tale of Yuliana, is a rather grim reminder of what one becomes when trying to change their looks through surgery. Her death, which was as a result of vanity and negligence, should serve as a beacon for the tragedies that are bound to happen behind the facades of a clinic. This definitely raises the question: what was the price she paid for the pursuit of musical perfection, for the imperfect world to contemplate about? However, it is sad and rather tragic that the story of Yuliana Perea is not an isolated case within the emerging threat area of the cosmetic surgery business. Society puts the pressure on people to always look great, and physique imagery found in various media acts as a stimulus for undergoing surgery. However, not all of these procedures are conducted to optimum medical standards as one would expect. It signifies that the outcomes can be disastrous, which is evident from the rising statistics of people who have died from cosmetic surgeries. Despite the advancements in medical technology, the risks related to the aesthetic procedures are still high, even if other aspects of medical procedures have evolved greatly. The case of Yuliana Perea is one of the sad examples of these risks. Her fairy tale life-changing story from a small town in Peru's the top of the music world was to be cut short by a simple bodily procedure for aesthetic looks. Rather, it claimed her life while leaving behind a mourning family and neighbors who never expected such a tragedy to occur. The case of Yuliana's death has become a larger discussion about the ethics and regulations of the medical cosmetic surgery community. Her family's efforts in seeking truth has opened the conversation about stricter rules and following protocol, along with accountability in medical negligence and punishments to those guilty by omission or commission. May her story serve as a warning. The effort to appear beautiful shouldn't cost a life or endanger it. Doctors should be held to a higher standard, and patients educated about the risk that they're taking. We should hope that by memorializing Yuliana's story this way, she's not forgotten again.